Hi everyone, it's the EnglishSimmer here, and today I have the video that you have all been waiting for. It's the first look at Create a Pet in The Sims 4 Cats and Dogs. The very first look. There are a couple of points I want to make before we get into this video. So number one, this video was sponsored by EA. You guys know that EA flew myself and a bunch of Simmers out to San Francisco. We stayed there for a few days and we got to have a hands-on session with The Sims 4 Cats and Dogs. However, this also leads on to the second point, which is that this is a very early build of the game. This was pretty much 2 whole months before the game was released. This is an early build. The team have been working on this game since we have been in San Francisco, so this is not going to be the final build whatsoever. I had to get that out of the way. I had to warn you guys, but we're going to take a look at what comes in Create a Sim, and then we'll have a full-on walkthrough through Create a Pet. What I'm also going to do is leave timestamps in the description down below, so if you just want to skip forward and see dogs or just see cats, then I will leave them in the description. Just hit that timestamp and it will take you to the section of the video that you are most interested in. Of course, the thing that everybody wants to know when we get a new expansion pack is, are there any new aspirations or traits for the Sims? And we do get one new aspiration in The Sims 4 Cats and Dogs, and it is friend of the animals. The description is, this Sim wants to be friends with the animals. Unfortunately, I couldn't get a short description of like what we had to do to complete this aspiration or not. I completely missed on that, but I'm guessing they want to become friends with as many animals as possible. And then we get 2 new traits for the Sims. One for all of you cat lovers out there, and then one for all of you dog lovers out there. So the cat lover says, these Sims tend to make cats their companions, preferring the company of cats to other Sims. This is basically for you crazy cat lovers out there who want to adopt all the cats in the world, who want your Sims just to hang out with cats and kittens more so than other Sims in the world, which I love. And then we have my preferred trait, the one that I would give to my Sim self, the dog lover. These Sims love to be near dogs. They will gain relationships faster with dogs and socialize with things more than the average Sim. Sorry if I'm like pausing whilst I'm trying to read this. This is really small on my editor. So that's basically the dog lover, and it's quite good if you do want your Sim and your dog to be best friends. They'll obviously gain relationship a lot faster with their pet dog, which is what I decided to give to this Sim. Just a heads up, I do only look at a male Sim. I completely blanked on looking at a female. However, I got rid of the male and female clothing options, so I kind of just go through a whole load. So if some of the female clothes look a little bit weird, it's because they're meant for female Sims. You could tell that I just wanted to get into the cats and dogs portion. This raincoat right here is a female one, and then this one is one of my favorite things that came in this pack. Unfortunately, I didn't go through every option or every color swatch available. You can see the new items, but I don't really click on them and try them on the new Sims. You guys know that I tend to do that before the first part of my Let's Play, so I will be going through all the Create a Sim details in the future when the pack is actually out, and when I have time to do a full overview, then I will, because I know a lot of you guys like to see in detail what comes with expansions before you go out and buy it yourself. So I will be doing a way more in-depth look at Create a Sim and the clothing options, and then probably a more in-depth look at Create a Pet as well. I do go quite in-depth in this, but it's not the most planned out video, I guess you could say. The hairs are something that I really love in this expansion pack, and it's the one time where males have actually got more options than females, which was amazing to me. You guys know I love creating male Sims, and it really appealed to me that men finally get a little bit more than females. Also, that curly hair that you guys just saw, that was a fan favorite at Sims Camp. I feel like the team have really gone out of their way throughout designing these hairs and have gone a little bit outside of the box than they're used to. They've gone for very voluminous hair, which looks really nice on The Sims. It kind of reminds me of custom content, but obviously it's official material. And I feel like a lot of them really fit into what we know about the world so far. You know, it's a seaside town, Brindleton Bay, and I just think of like windswept hair and like winter raincoats. It's just all adorable to me. It's really my kind of style of expansion pack in Create a Sim, and you guys should let me know, are you gonna make a cat lover first or are you gonna make a dog lover first? Let me know in the comments down below. I made a dog first, obviously. You guys know that I am a huge dog lover. I love my own doggo. This actually kind of looks like him, and of course he just takes a crap in my creator pet. As soon as I start, he just instantly lowers the tone, which is perfectly acceptable for my channel. So thank you, doggo. I really appreciate you letting me know who's boss. I am currently in the breed section, and let me just tell you, there are so many breeds in The Sims 4. You can search for a specific one, hence if you're looking for like a terrier or something like that, you can search for a specific breed. I'm not going to go through them all in this video, and then you can also look at different pelts. So say if you wanted to go, like I have gone for an Alaskan Malamute, is that how you say it? I'm not even too sure. Malamute? Malamute, I think it is. Alaskan Malamute, which is practically like a husky, I think. Sorry, like, in-depth dog lovers, but I think like that's the kind of gist. But you can search for specific pelts as well. So say if you wanted a husky but with a German Shepherd coat to it, then that's a possibility in The Sims 4. You can also randomize all of this. You can also like choose a specific pelt like for the pattern and then change up the colors and stuff like that. Obviously, we have all the traditional head shapes. You can just choose from a default one, or you can kind of click and drag to where you want to go. This is probably one of my favorite features of pets, is that you can change up their ears, which is so cute. I went for the floppy one up, one down because my dog has that and it's just the cutest thing. And there's also eye customization. Like, what the heck? You can make your dogs and cats look as derpy as you want to. You can give them little cross-eyes. Obviously, heterochromia is back, so you can have two different eye colors if you want to. You can unselect match eye colors and just go for whatever you want, which is amazing. There is no color wheel in this aspect of it. We will look at the color wheel a bit later on, but it is just an exclusive for Create a Pet. It's not coming to the rest of the game. I know, sorry to say that before you guys get all excited for it, but I had to cover it. It was one of the questions that I know you guys wanted me to look for. It is a specific to Create a Pet, so no color wheel, but I mean there's so much customization that it's just great. Look how derpy he looks. Is this guy not the cutest Sims pet that you have ever seen in your entire life? And then this is what I was talking about. You either have the defaults that you can go by when you're creating a pet, or you can get more specific and actually fully mold how you want it to look like. It pretty much has all the points that a sim does for the click and drag, like the cheeks. You can go into detail edit mode, which stretches out the nose and everything like that. It's really in depth and you can really get a great customization on your pets. I love the chubby cheeks. I love the little ears and the derpy eyes. This guy just looks so happy to have been like adopted by you. that it's just making my heart melt. Honestly, how could you look into those eyes and not be happy with the way the Sims 4 pets look? And then this is the feature that I know has brought up the most questions. When we saw it in the trailer, I got very, very confused as to what it was. I was like, is it a color wheel? Is it gonna appear for everything? Like I said, it's an exclusive to Create a Pet. You might recognize this guy from the screenshot that I uploaded onto Twitter, where a lot of you nicely pointed out that he had a love heart around his private personal parts, which I did not realize when I was creating him. However, I did realize it when you all pointed it out to me. So this tool practically works like paint. I know that this is probably gonna get abuse from people because you can pretty much write anything on your pet. Trust me, I saw some funky pets at the Sims 4 camp. So definitely freedom to do whatever you wish. I'm sure they're gonna have to control that on the gallery so that no one gets a little bit too carried away. But there's loads of patterns that you can use. You can go crazy. You can use your creativity however you would like to. There's a mirror edit, so you can kind of mirror on each side so they're kind of similar. And then you have these stencil tools, which have never really been a thing in The Sims, but what you can do is add a stencil and then kind of fill in that stencil. So you could have cow print, there's like a robot print, there's kind of a zombie dog, which looks like something from Nightmare Before Christmas, with like all stitches in it and stuff like that. And you can layer these up as often as you want. Right here, I've just clicked on the zombie dog so you can kind of see the stitches and you can choose which specific areas to color in. For all your rainbow animal needs, just go crazy. You can go as colorful as you want. There is nothing stopping you apart from if you say want realism in your game and kind of don't want to go super colorful. And then moving on to something that I love about The Sims 4 cats and dogs is that you can dress your animals up. If this is not the cutest thing, they can have t-shirts, they can have little vests on, like life jackets. So if it's going to be like a dog who's quite adventurous and likes to swim, they can swim in pools. So if you want to put a life jacket on them, oh my goodness, look at this one with the little shark fin. I just think it's amazing that you can dress your animals up. You can put them in a variety of different outfits. I actually didn't realize this when I was playing, but you do have the same everyday option for The Sims up there in the right-hand corner. So I'm guessing you can have up to 5 outfits for your animals, and apparently there are some exclusive for smaller dogs as well. Obviously I have made quite a large dog in this Create a Pet, so I think there are exclusives for the size of the animal. And then here I'm just going through a couple of the traits. I don't go through everyone, but you have kind of the same like loyal, hunter that we've seen in past recreations of Pets expansions, and then we have some new ones like vocal, which you can get your dog to sing, and hairy, which means they are more likely to shed hair and vomit up fur balls, which is disgusting. And speaking of fur balls, I didn't want to leave you cat lovers out of this video, so I'm showing you the raccoon, which is actually masked as a cat in The Sims 4, but they do look like a raccoon, and they also have their own special voice, which I don't think I show off in this video, but they do have their own voice for the raccoon and for the fox, so they have specific voices ready to go for those animals. Again, like I said, fluffy means that you can kind of hack up these disgusting fur balls, which is just gross, but also at the same time, the amount of detail that's gone into these pets are amazing. You have the greedy glutton trait, which means they pretty much eat everything. I honestly think the traits are great and you do get a lot of choice for them. So there really is a range of pets to have in The Sims 4. They all have their own kind of individual personalities. I just want you guys to listen to this beautiful cat singing. I've decided to make it talkative, which is the same as vocal, and they do actually sing. It kind of sounds like a dying cat. We're not going to focus on that because that's a little bit depressing. And then jumping on over to the actual way the cats look and the breeds and stuff. Again, there are a lot of different breeds. I've gone for the Scottish Fold, and then I do turn him into kind of a grey colour. And on this one, I kind of had a vision in mind when I was creating this cat. I call him a very specific name and I wanted him to look a certain way. But how cute is it that you can change their noses? Cats can have different patterned noses. This is what I mean by telling you guys that you can go into so much detail. I swear, you people who love creating in The Sims 4 are gonna have so much fun with this Create a Pet tool because you can really individualize every single animal. Like, you don't always have to stick to the same old. You don't really have a certain style because there's just so many options. You could go crazy with it. This is truly where my creativity, my artistic relevance, my voice just screams to the people. I saw this top hat and I had a vision. It was like, that's so Raven. It was so clear to me what needed to be done and I could not ignore it. So I went ahead and created Lord Crantock, king of all the cats. Basically, the living life form of an Aristocat. And let me just tell you, he's amazing. I don't care what anyone says. I could have just stuck a bow tie on him, you know, like you do see these waiters wearing and stuff. But I thought that was far too easy. So I'm gonna paint on my own bow tie, which I will hold my hands up and say, probably not my finest creation ever. I was really just messing around with the tools at this point. I was like, how weird could you go? And trust me, this was not weird. If you saw some of the creations from Sims 4 Camp, this was not the weirdest that things got. Let me just tell you. But I just thought it was a cute little thing to do. I mean, it kind of just looks like a 2D bow tie that someone has graffitied onto their cat as a form of punishment for I don't know what, but I like it. It makes him an individual. It makes him stand out from the crowd, you know? Lord Crantock will be getting all the ladies with this bow tie on. How could you deny such a dapper cat? You just stare into his green eyes, look at his bow tie and his top hat, and think, you are the cat that I want to be the father of my kittens. I love him, I truly do. He is my legacy. I'm gonna have to have him in my Let's Play because, let's be real, I can't let go. But that's the end of the video right here, guys. That's all I have to show you from my play around in Create a Pet from San Francisco. Once again, big thank you to EA for sending me out to San Fran so that I could get hands-on for this video for you guys. I hope you all enjoyed what you saw. I cannot wait to get my hands back on this expansion pack, and I'm sure you guys are exactly the same. Let me know whether you're gonna make a cat lover or a dog lover first, what kind of pets you're gonna have in your playthrough of The Sims 4 Cats and Dogs. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Share it around to everyone who you know is excited for this expansion, and I will speak to you all in my next video. Bye, guys!